Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Christina and today I'm actually going to be doing a pretty full-on tutorial. The last ones I've done, I did kind of like a how-to series. Like I did like a flawless base, eyelashes, and I did like my eyebrows. And I will link those below. Those are some of my last videos I did. But today a lot of stuff is happening in my life. I kind of might talk through a little bit of it. If you follow me on social media and stuff like that, you know, I'm trying to always be positive and see a better light, but things have just been a lot of stuff has been thrown at me the past year, and you gotta roll with the punches, you know, but it's still really stressful. I have a really bad problem with anxiety, so I'm just trying to work through it. Makeup is a therapy for me, and I've said this before, and I've talked about this with other people. Like, makeup is just a therapy because it's something that you can do and you can just feel really good about. So anyways, on my nails, I'm wearing Black Dahlia from OCC, and it's actually matching the lipstick that is kind of an inspiration for this look. Late to the Party with Dose of Colors, the DESIXKATY collection. This is Sauvage, and it's this like deep purpley, like brownish, like plummy color. And I kind of just wanted to do a badass looking like tutorial, hoping I do that. I have been working through this tutorial for like a month in my head, and I'm just gonna sit down and see what comes out. And yes, I do actually have my septum pierced. I just never really put it in. It's like rainbow colored, and I thought it was really cute, so I'm gonna leave that in. I have a few new products, a few new drugstore products that I'll be trying out too. So it's gonna be a packed tutorial, so I hope you're ready. Maybe grab your coffee and sit down and we'll have some fun together. My lips are a little plumped right now because I did use the LIPTIFUL lip toner. And what you do, it's kind of like, you know, everybody was doing those Kylie Jenner, like Kylie Jenner stupid things and hurting themselves with like shot glasses. This is actually a ceramic one that I got off of Etsy. I'll put the link below. It's cheaper than most of the ones, and just kind of, this one's made for bigger lips because I do have bigger lips, but with the lipstick I'm wearing, I wanted my lips to be nice and plump. Who doesn't? So you just kind of pucker up and you like suction it on, and you just leave it on. You suction it on and you leave it on for a little bit. But they have like heart ones for smaller mouths and stuff like that. But this is just a cute little tool. So I'm going to start by concealing a little bit of my under eyes because they're awful. I'm going to be using my Benefit BOING. This is the Brightening Concealer in #1. I'm almost out of it. I'm slightly going to cry a little bit. I think I slept about 4 hours last night, so I need to kind of bring some life back into it. I'm just going to put that everywhere, whatever's left on that sponge. That's like an instant eye lift, isn't it? I forgot to moisturize. I'm going to put my Embryolisse Light Creme Concentrate on. We'll just try not to disturb that under eye. I'm so excited for this tutorial. I'm going to put a little drop of the LORAC Perfection Mattifying Primer. I'm just putting this on so nothing gets in my lines. I'm going to be using my favorite foundation. This is the NARS Sheer Glow in Mont Blanc Light 2. And yes, I took a little generic pump and put it on there because I don't know why it doesn't come with one. I'm going to put this on with a Morpe M439. All right, let's make this face look better. Just going to put a couple pumps, and I'm just going to start patting that in. I'll try to not make this like the longest tutorial ever, but it could be a 20-minute one. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. For the past like year and a half, my work has been a little bit crazy. And like to the point where I've had like horrible anxiety because you never know what's going to happen, and stuff is just going down and no one's talking to us, and I'm 90% sure that I'm going to lose my job this week. So by the time this tutorial comes out, I could be out of a job. So I'm definitely thinking about maybe going back to the salon at that point because I miss it. I like the desk job because you can just sit there and chill out and put your headphones in and no one bothers you. But creative Christina is going absolutely insane. All right, I'm putting we're going nuts. Let's put a couple more pumps on and just keep tapping that in. Crappy stuff happens, and I know that, but like, it's just like control, like, I just want to control the situation and make it better. And I just feel like I have no control over anything. So that's why I'm doing my makeup, to feel better. This color matches me like almost completely dead on. It's slightly frightening. So I went to Ulta, and you know they always have like the 2-for-1 sales or buy one get one 50% off. And I've been reading a lot about the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define, and everybody keeps saying that it's a lot like the Tarte Shape Tape. I watched some reviews and stuff like that, and then I tried it, and I actually think I prefer this better, and it was $8. I think you can get it on the website for $7, on their website for $7. You can see the tip is like the same. Like the applicator is the same, but this one seems a little bit more moisturizing. It doesn't seem as like matte as the other one. So I'm going to put a little bit of that under my eyes. I'm trying to be like the other girls because I always use a little mirror. So I'm going to try to do that. Down my nose. Oh, my pit bull. Come here, Mineral. She's old and fat. Follow me on Instagram, you'll see her. She's just a big baby. Hi, Puka Bear. She ran away. I'm going to use my little beauty blender just to bounce that in. I'm going to start with the under eyes first. And like I was saying, this stuff just seems like it's not as drying. But look how good that looks. So, bounce it in. And I wore it out yesterday and it just seemed to wear really pretty too. So, put a little bit on my eyes as a primer too. I'm going to use my little Maybelline Master Contour 010 Light Clair. I'm just going to use this just to contour a little bit. Because if I don't, I have a 5 head. Just going to take my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush and just kind of brush that in. I don't want to move the foundation too much, but if you watch my Flawless base, which I linked below, it'll be on there too. But this is just to kind of contour my face so I don't look like a potato. I don't look like an alien. If you feel like your contour went too far, you can always take your foundation brush and just kind of like bounce it back a little bit. So that looks a lot better. Let's powder this bad boy. Got my big kabuki brush from Morphe, and then today I'm actually going to be using my RCMA powder just to set everything so it doesn't start moving. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of do this part real quick. I'll be right back. So eyebrows are basically done. Kind of went ham on them today. These are pretty full on brows for me. I kind of cleaned up under with concealer. So I'm going to take my SHAAANXO Remix palette from BH Cosmetics, which if you don't own, you really should. It's $18, but I got it on sale for like $12. It's just such a great palette. You have your great bones, like you have a setting powder. It's like a bone, and then these shimmering colors, and then some warms, and then these darker ones, and this turquoise color that's like ridiculous. And then on the other side are more colors. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm actually going to be mainly using this palette today too. It's called Clarity, and it's like the perfect setting color for, especially if you're extremely pale like me. I'm going to make sure that's all set really well. So I'm going to continue with this palette, and I'm actually going to take, this is an e.l.f. This is like a fluffy brush that I got, and I'm going to start with Need You, which is like this color right here. It's like a warmy brown color, and just start kind of on the outside, wiggling that color in circular motions, and I'm going to start, all that color I'm mainly going to focus on the outside, and then I'll start kind of bringing it in a little bit. So you can see it just kind of fades really well. Into the crease. Fades really well into the crease. So I'm going to pick up a little bit more color and just keep wiggling. And this brush is like, it's pretty fluffy, so it'll distribute the color and blend it for you. I'm just going to kind of pull up on that outside edge too. But I'm going to take, it's called Dark Horse. It's the next little color. And I'm actually going to take that on I'm going to take it on like a pointed crease brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit on there and just kind of, I just want to work it right into the outer V right here. Just kind of darken that part up. I'm actually going to point my brush up and kind of blend. I'm going to do a crispy blend. She blends like that. Okay, that kind of matches. Go back in my first one and just blend that little guy out. Okay, so I'm gonna put on a little bit of color on my lid, and I'm gonna use a flat brush for that. And I'm gonna go on the other side of the palette, and I'm gonna use Beach Babe, and just pick that up and just press that right where there's no color. And just kind of very lightly blend that into the back. So far, I'm going to leave it like that, and I'm going to put a crazy winged eyeliner on, and we're going to pray that I don't jack that up. I'm going to do kind of like my cheater winged eyeliner. And the way that I do that is with like a pencil or mechanical pencil. And then I also use like a felt tip, like liquid liner. I do still love like the Tarte Clay Pot eyeliner, but I just found that this is super quick and easy because I get up at like 5:30 or won't be getting up at 5:30. It's just a lot easier for me just to use this. So I'll show you this real quick. So this one's really cool because it sharpens every time you open it. All you have to do, you can hear it sharpen. It'll sharpen and it'll give you a point, like this little point every time you use it. So I'm going to use my little makeup mirror. And all I do is I'm just going to give myself a thick line right above the eyelash and in the roots of the lash. If you can learn how to do your eyeliner without tugging your eye, you're going to save yourself about 10 years of aging. So just a nice thick line on that. Okay, I'm going to take my Sex Kitten liner and I'm going to do a badass flick. Badass. We're going to... Okay. I'm just going to fix that outside edge. I'm just going to take my little concealer brush, very gently clean up that wing. They're a little off. Are they really badly off? I'm just going to take that crease brush that I use and I'm just going to kind of blend that concealer back in so it's not a harsh line. Okay, so winged eyeliner is done. I'm going to go back in and just darken that crease up a little bit. I'm just going to use Wet n Wild crease brushes. I'm going to go back into Dark Horse and I'm just going to take a little bit just on the tip there and just darken up this edge. And that's all I want to do. I just want to kind of blend that in a little bit more. I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to do a little bit of a highlight on top. I'm going to take Island Glow, which is like right next to the top row that I've been using, and just take a little bit of that on a fluffy brush and I'm just going to kind of put that on my high point just to highlight right there. And then I'm going to smoke out the bottom lash line. I think I'm going to take just a little smudger brush and I'm going to take that Dark Horse and just kind of smudge that underneath. And then I'm going to take that crease brush again and that little bit of Need You, the color that we use mainly for the crease. And I'm just going to take that on there and just kind of blow that out and smudge that out a little bit. Okay, that looks good. Just to kind of brighten the under eye a little bit because I feel like I'm losing a little bit of it, I'm gonna take a contour brush from Real Techniques. In my NYX contour palette, I'm gonna take a little bit of the banana and the Blanc and the white powder and just kind of just dust that under just to clean up that under eye. Yeah, that's much better. I'm gonna take that same highlighter, the Island Glow, and just put that in the inner corner. I'm really nervous for the lipstick because I suck at putting on lipstick. It's of no joke. All right, let's put a little bit of mascara on, and while that's drying, we'll do everything else we need to do. This is my Tarte Gifted Mascara. I love this stuff. Pro tip for putting on mascara. I was going to do a whole video on this, but I might as well just do it now. If you want maximum volume for your lashes, get in at the root. Like, get in at that root and just really work the product into the root. Like, that's where you're going to get, like, the big volume on your lashes. Everybody tries to put it on the ends, and that's not really how that goes. It's the same thing for your hair. Like, you want that volume at your root. While that's drying, I'm going to attempt to put this lipstick on. Anything could go now. Anything could go wrong right now. Before I put the lipstick on, I'm going to line my lips, and I'm going to use a NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner, and this one's in Club Hoppa. I think I've said this before, like, I can't draw a straight line. I'm lucky I can draw a winged liner. Okay, here we go. Wow. I'm just gonna blend out the edges, and then I'm gonna go over with a little bit of concealer. Let's finish with the rest of the face so I don't look crazy. I'm going to take my bronzer. This is my Park Avenue Princess from Tarte, and I'm just going to bronze up the face a little bit so I don't look so dead. I'm going to use a little bit of my NYX contour palette. I'm just taking the two little middle colors and a e.l.f. brush. I'm just gonna kind of go on the back of that cheek. I have a couple different options. I actually have my Morphe palette, my Morphe blush palette. I'm gonna mix these two colors. For highlighter, I got a Makeup Revolution Champagne. This stuff is like ridiculous. So we're gonna paint these cheeks up. I'm just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand. I'm gonna use the flat part of my sponge just to kind of dab into that and then put that highlighter on. Stuff is no joke. A little bit on my chin. So I'm looking back and I think I might bring a little bit more color into the eye. I'm just gonna go in that crease color and just bring a little bit of this back up. All right, last part is gonna be lashes. These are gonna be my Cocoa 501 lashes. These are my favorite ones. I'm gonna put those on. I'm gonna use my Duo glue. This is my brush on glue I couldn't find before for my other video. I kind of like this headband with everything, so I was gonna do my hair, but I kind of just like this headband with this, so we're just gonna go with it today. That is the finished look. It's a little kind of over the top for me. It's not something I normally would wear, but I think it's fun to kind of step out of your comfort zone every once in a while and just do something a little bit different. So I think this came out really cool. I'm very excited about it. Smoky, like a smoky winged liner with a dark lip. But other than that, that's it. I will list everything I use below. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Oh, I'm gonna set my face a little bit. I hope you enjoy it. I'll list everything I use below. And guys, I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.